Right, ready?
Video 11.
Yeah.
Right, let's do this. Right. Hello.
Hi, everyone.
Hello, everyone. How you doing? Right, Will. Do you realise you could be breaking the law right now
Really?
with your van?
Okay.
You could be. And you know, everyone's got these shiny new vans and everything like that, and they're modding them, but a lot of them could be illegal and driving around out there. You know what they're doing, breaking the law. So today we're going to speak about exactly how to, make sure it's legal, everything like that. You know, some of these things can make you land in an ambulance, not a police car. You know, It could be quite serious.
Yeah.
So it's something you should definitely do. So stick around, and we're going to go through it today.
Yeah.
The problems there.
Exactly. Yeah. So let's dive straight in. So talking about something everyone does when they get a new van is upgrade a set of wheels. So a lot of people do this just to make it look better. It's tempting to put on a new set of wheels, right? But before we get into that, another thing we need to mention is insurance, because insurance is really important as well. A lot of people don't insure their vans properly, so we'll break down into that as well.
Get into that in a minute.
Let's go into the wheels.
But yeah, back into the wheel. That's the thing. Like everyone wants new wheels. Not gonna lie. Blues look great, and people go online, and just because the holes line up and it bolts on and everything like that doesn't mean it's suitable for the van.
Yeah.
A lot of people are going to use car wheels, but obviously vans have much higher weight, and capacity as well, like loading weight and everything like that. So you need to make sure that the wheels you're getting can handle the extra weight. The key term here is the loading rating.
Yeah. So how would you figure out what real wheels are right?
Well, that's just a great question, that one right there. So basically, pop open your bonnet and look for the weight plate.
Yeah.
Normally on the left-hand side of the engine bay, and it gives you different information. It's got loads of different codes on there as well. It'll say stuff like T32 or T38,
Okay.
and there's different codes for different van models. So T32, for example, has a gross weight vehicle of 3,200 kilograms or 3.2 tons, hence the term T32.
Okay. So the T32 is the maximum weight the van can carry.
Exactly. But now for your wheels, what's important is the weight the axle can carry as well.
Okay.
So look at the axle numbers. Number 1 is the front axle,
Yeah.
and number 2 is the rear axle. If you're driving a T32, for example, the rear axle can carry up to 1,720 kilograms. This means the load rating for each wheel on the back should be at least 860 kilo.
Ah.
And this is interesting, because actually I'm just going to go off script here a bit, because I was speaking to my brother-in-law's got a removal business.
Yeah.
He was talking about maximum loads on, they can go to weigh bridges and make sure they're
Yeah.
loaded. And he was saying, for argument's sake, I don't know, 3 ton. He's like, it could be 3 ton, but it needs to be split equally.
Yeah.
It can't all be like...
Loaded at the front.
Yeah, so they weigh front axles and rear axles.
Yeah.
Just
right, that's interesting. Yeah, I didn't know any of this. Yeah.
I thought they just weighed the whole thing.
Yeah. And the alloy, a lot obviously wheels and stuff. I know that my brother was looking at alloys for his caddy.
Yeah.
And he's struggling because loads of people are just saying you can just buy them, but you can't just buy them.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So is this the same for the tyres as well then?
Yeah, so, tyres are load rated as well.
Yeah.
Find the number on the side of all the tyre. As for everything, it's got all the sizing on the tyres, It's usually a number just before the R.
Yeah.
That's the one there. In the size code, you need a tyre with a load rating of at least 103.
Okay.
For a T28, it would be 100 and so on. So
Okay.
way down.
Yeah.
If your wheels and tyres aren't properly rated, you could be in trouble, especially involved in accidents.
Okay.
For instance. And another cool thing, I'm going to go back on the subject, because I'm currently getting winter tyres because I'm driving to France in my car.
Yeah.
And so I went and took it in, and I said, well, these are my tyres, can you get some? He was like, yeah, but we can't get the right speed rating.
Okay.
And he was like, these are speed rated to, it's German Audi, so it's for the Autobahn.
Yeah.
So they're rapid, and he was like, we can only get these, and it was still like 130 miles an hour. I was like, I'm not going to be going that fast. Speed limit in France, 80 miles an hour.
Yeah.
But I was like, okay, but he's like, but it might void your insurance.
What, with those tyres?
Yeah, he said you need to check your stick on the car.
Yeah.
And he's like, see what speed rating it accepts, and you need to tell your insurance to check with them to make sure they accept your car saying it's different ones.
Oh, really?
I never knew this. Yeah, he was like, most people get caught out on this.
Yeah.
So I was actually quite interested. I was like, oh, okay. But I phoned my insurance, and they said, they were like, don't care.
Oh.
I was like, all right, fine. They were like, we don't care what speed
You're like,
rating.
boy!
Yeah, I was like,
Here I come.
So I was like, okay. So I've got one speed rated to 130, so 150 miles an hour, but I'm not going that fast.
No, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's really interesting.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, I never knew all this.
Yeah, I didn't know that either. So what if your van is not overloaded? Like, how do you know for sure?
Well, that's a great point. The van gross weight, the GVW, is the maximum it can carry, but it depends on the unladen weight.
Right.
Okay. Which is the weight of your vehicle before you load.
Okay.
Okay. Anything into it, just on the van. So this is full of fluids.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ready to go. Passengers, no cargo, everything.
Yeah.
Even your drinks bottle.
Okay.
It literally is everything. So let's say unladen weight of a T32 is around, I don't know, 1,900 kilos.
Yeah.
It means you've got a payload capacity of 1,300 kilos before you hit the 3.2 tonne limit.
Okay.
Yeah. And they'll weigh
Okay, yeah, so the 1,300 is what you can load into your van, so it's a total of 3.2. That's interesting. I didn't know that. So yeah, you're doing a van build, you've got the weight of the van.
Yeah.
Then obviously putting all your materials and everything into it.
Yeah.
You can max with 3.2.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Like I was saying with my brother-in-law, when
Yeah.
he's gone to weigh bridges before and luckily he's been fine.
Yeah.
But they make all the passengers stay in.
Yeah, because that's the weight.
Yeah, it's all the weight, so they get you all in.
Yeah, because I know that people watching like some of the van builds have like commented like, oh, you're adding all the weight in.
Yeah.
And I've always been like, oh, well, it's not actually, you're adding like floor insulation. It's not actually that much weight. Like they're designed to carry like an extra 900 kilos. There's no way you're putting 900 kilos of like materials.
Yeah.
But that's interesting. Yeah, like a lot of people don't know that, and so it could be illegal, especially on the big builds like showers, toilets, all that stuff. So I guess you have to build it then get it weighed.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, well, that's the big thing. Yeah, get
Yeah.
it weighed, put it on some scales.
Yeah,
Just
in
get
your,
your
in
own,
your
like,
kitchen or something.
Yeah,
like that.
exactly. You know, just use those ones. Get 4 of them, put it on. You'll be alright.
Yeah, drive it on.
You know, but then it gets a bit tricky. You know, so if you've got a T26, for example,
Yeah.
which only has a payload of around 700 kilos,
Yeah.
you could easily exceed that thing with fully packed kitchen, bikes, gas bottle, passengers, and even your clothes. It adds up quick.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's really important to weigh your van regularly. That's the main thing, isn't it?
That's the main thing, yeah.
Yeah, got
Yeah,
van
you can
built.
use public weigh bridges to check your van's weight.
Yeah.
Just head over to a website like this one, you know, pop it up on the screen. Follow this link right here. Maybe here, maybe here. I don't know where it's
Probably in the middle.
Yeah, we'll just put it there, you know. And find a local weigh bridge, you know, take your van there. With everything packed in, get an accurate reading. It's the best way to avoid being caught out.
Okay.
You know, especially if you're going overnight or anything like that. If you're going far, you know,
Yeah.
check it out.
Okay. Right. So now let's talk about something that's actually against the law. So this is carrying unsecured load. So you see so many pictures online where people have packed their vans for trips and everything is piled high with no restraints. So it's actually illegal.
Is it?
Yeah.
I didn't actually know that.
Well,
But you know,
I knew that.
I didn't know that, but you know, it is dangerous. It is common sense, isn't it?
Yeah.
To have it all tied down. You know, if you're in an accident and you have to brake hard and it all, you know, comes flying through, you know, you can lose stuff. You know, it's going to act like a missile, everything like that.
Yeah.
And come right through. I never knew it was actually illegal, but yeah, that makes sense.
No, yeah.
I guess it is common sense. Yeah, you know, you can get seriously hurt. Your passengers can. I guess anyone else if you are in a collision with someone.
Yeah.
So you get seriously hurt.
Yeah, exactly. So what can people do to secure their load?
Secure it safely. That's what I would say. You know,
Tie it down.
Secure the load. Yeah, that's.
I
what
mean,
I'd
that's
say.
why you have a bulkhead in vans as well, I guess. You have the bulkhead that protects you from stuff flying through.
I mean, make sure you don't overload the middle compartment of the vans, especially around the seats, all that sort of stuff. Yeah, you know, if you're with kids and pets and everything like that, you might be saying use restraints on the kitchen units, tie it down. You got the little eyelets on some of them.
Yeah.
If you're taking like a big cargo, like a work thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, even bikes.
Yeah,
They can
make
come
sure
through
they're
as well,
secured
make sure
out.
they're strapped in.
Yeah,
Don't
definitely.
forget your ferry friends as well.
Yeah.
Don't forget them. You know, it's against the law to travel with an unrestrained animal.
Yeah,
It's got to
exactly.
be tied in.
Like this little one
So
in
make
here.
sure your dog's secure too. Isn't that right, Ada?
Yeah.
We got a little pooch down here as well.
She's
so-
not.
Right.
She's not interested.
No, she's not. But yeah, that's like one of the big things. Like people just put their dogs in the back seats, but they've actually got to be clipped in.
Like this little peach here.
So she's got to be secured in the van or the car. You're taking her with you.
Yeah, exactly.
Job done.
Right, let's talk about something that might seem comfortable but could actually land you in hospital, having your feet on the dashboard. So this is a big one, a lot of people do, and it's really dangerous because obviously your knees can get smashed through your face.
Yeah, don't do it. Like I've actually spoken to some of my mates before, and they do it before, and I'm like, if we're in a crash, you're going to get destroyed.
Exactly,
Like,
snap in half kind of job.
yeah, exactly. You know, the force of those airbags can really push those legs like right behind your head.
Yeah.
I've actually seen some pictures. It's not pretty. So
Oh,
you know,
God.
you know, yeah, there are some real horrific injuries that can happen from this.
Yeah.
It's just not nice. Yeah,
Yeah, so just don't do that one. Just put your feet on the floor where they're meant to be.
just keep your legs down. Just keep your legs down. Anyway, what's you know, all this sort of done. You know, got all this and all that. But the insurance is a bit different, isn't it?
So the big insurance one is that this is more for like converting your van. So a lot of people just have van insurance, and that is wrong because you need modified van insurance because it is a camper van. So if you're doing any small mods, for example, if you add like a decal on the outside of your van, like I've got a sticker on the outside of that is a modification. So you need modified insurance for that. Changing your wheels to alloys, that's modified. So anything that's not standard from a vehicle. So a van, for example, is a commercial van, like a transport, Ford, whatever, just a bog standard builder's van. That comes out, and then you make any differences, that's modified. So, spray painting the wheels black, that's a mod.
Yeah.
So
even a sticker.
Even a sticker.
A sticker.
Yeah, it's a modifier. It's a mod.
No way.
Roof rails could be a mod. I mean, roof bars I think are fine, but like roof rails.
Yeah, I get that one. Yeah.
Spray painting the bumpers, mod, wheels. So any colour changes, anything like that, even though it's not full colour change. But then in the back, you add insulation, sound deadening. It's all modified insurance. So a good one is Brent Acre. They're a great insurance company to go with. There's A-Plan, Thatcham, Adrian Flux, that kind of thing.
Do they insure you for stickers?
Yeah.
Oh, that's good then. Yeah.
it's all fine.
Insurance and stickers. For that one.
But yeah, a lot of people don't know that, and it is illegal. Well, it's not illegal. It's just, well, I guess it is because your insurance is void, isn't it? So.
Well, technically, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously they'll try and get out of the
Yeah.
and all this sort of stuff. So if they find stuff, yeah.
Yeah. So you just got to make sure you've got the right insurance. So I've got another video. Well, I've got a blog on the website about insurance as well. So if you head to the website Wheels Van Adventures, then you can check that out there. So yeah, but yeah, I hope that's been helpful. So,
yeah. That's pretty good, to be fair. There's quite a lot I didn't know about,
Yeah,
the
same.
stickers things blow my mind.
Yeah, and I think the weight thing's actually really interesting as well, so that's really helpful.
I was following a blue caddy today and it was littered in stickers.
Oh, really?
Like North Face, all the stickers.
Yeah.
They're quite cool, and I was just like, cool.
Yeah.
And go around and count that as void and
Yeah, I think they would void it. It's like, I'm not sure if it's like little stickers you get from like I don't know, like something like that, it's like a sticker.
Yeah.
WVA. But it's like a decal, obviously like decals on the side, and that kind of like a big one. But I guess the same thing in it, it's a sticker. So
oh, fair.
Yeah, I know that just some insurance people would wriggle out of it. So
well, there you have it.
Yeah,
have it. Check if your van's illegal or not.
Yeah, exactly.
Check those tyres, check those wheels, check it all, make sure it's all good. Take it to a weighbridge. Why not?
Yeah.
Have a day out on a weighbridge.
Exactly, and the other thing we're going to introduce is one of the YouTubers to check out this week. So it's living in Kevlar. So this is a YouTuber. So he did a micro camper van tour, which is a VW Caddy. It's a really cool conversion. It's like military green, so I think it looks really awesome. So he's done a really cool, tour on that one. He did like a build series of that VW Caddy. So that's pretty cool. So yeah, go over, check his channel out. Hit the subscribe button like always. Comment to let you know he's come over. And yeah, he's now currently like living in Scotland, I believe. I haven't watched some of his recent videos, so apologise for that. But pretty sure last one I saw he bought some land in Scotland, and then just doing vlogs about that and stuff. So it's
beautiful,
pretty interesting watch, something a bit different, which is pretty cool.
Beautiful place in the world, Scotland.
Yeah, exactly. I've never been, but I've been on the border, but I've never actually been in it.
It's stunning.
So, yeah.
It's great for a fan trip, I must admit.
Yeah, it's one to go for. So there we go.
There you have it.
All right, thanks very much for watching.
Cheers.
And we'll see you in the next video.
In a bit. Bye.
Bye.